Hello there, and welcome back to part 3 of the Battle of Guilford Courthouse. We will start turn 7 now, which is about noon. So we have seen the British big column heading towards the main American lines, which is moving themselves forward a bit from their initial positions in the on the eastern ends of the big field here around Joseph Hoskins' place. So they now want to deploy along the little Horsepen Creek instead, thinking they have some good defensive positions there and they can anchor their line towards this swamp. And as a vanguard, we have Tarleton's horse together with O'Hara, who has been fighting with Lee's legion, scaring off that horse, and also eliminated the light infantry there, which were operating together with the horse. So that's kind of bad for the American side, but that's how it is. And what else? Well, in the south, Webster has his a bit smaller column moving towards this junction here to begin with and try to conquer that. Green got word of that, so he has released his main kind of regular force moving south to hold this, hoping that the militia divisions can hold their ground up there. Luckily for the Americans, we have Campbell's rifles here, stopping Webster in this village over here. So they are now positioned themselves around David Caldwell's house, controlling this bridge. So when the British will arrive, we will see some rifle fire. The British have some Jaegers with them, so we're going to see some rifle duel here probably. And we also have the Marquis de Bretigny, who has been, and we'll see where they will end up. Either they will follow the British on the road, or they would go through the woods and end up on this road and see where they need to participate in the events upcoming. I think it's a bit of an important next role. I was thinking, should I use one momentum to get the initiative for the Brits? That could give us the chance to attack Lee's Legion before they ride off or have a chance to rally. We could do another attack with Tarleton. 1, 2, 3. We can reach him at they are at the Timothy Russell's house, trying to rally there. So that would be one thing. Over here, I mean, here the road is clear, so we don't need to have the initiative for that. We have no chance as the British to reach the American lines before they deploy their new defensive positions, so it's not crucial to get the initiative for that part. And in the south, it's the same thing. Since we have this stopper here, we have no chance to reach the junction and the victory point hex over here before Green does, because of Campbell. So it's not crucial to have the initiative here either. We have 2 momentum chips as the British players, so we could of course sacrifice one, but let's just hope for the luck as the British player, and of course for the American player to get this guy rallied before they might attack again. We might even get to the other side of the creek here. I wonder, yeah, they can move. There's some restriction of movement for pinned unit or the disrupted unit. Let's see, half their SPs, okay, and half their strength points in battle. So they could go 3, so they will reach the other side. That's a bit of a better defensive position there. Okay, so let's see. Let's roll for the initiative. The British won it. The British won it. So let's move the British market to the top of turn 7. and start the movement. Then I'm sure Tarleton will take this opportunity. Now, fractions are rounded up, so this is a 1 SP unit, so they will still be rounded up since to 1 defense point, because yeah, fractions are rounded up simply. So too bad we cannot get the sock around him, but Tarleton will attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Together with O'Hara, the column continues to rush forward towards the American lines. Let's see, these guys can go 8 with Leslie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So they have now reached the Thomas Brown house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, this was correct. And here we have same thing, 8. So they can go here. And these guys can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 over here. These guys can go 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they will attach with a rear guard here. The artillery, I mean. And down here then, if I use the Royal Welsh in the attack, I think I don't get the penalty for the creek in battle. Let's see. It says a 2 moving across. Okay, units attacking across a creek hex side and upslope only suffers -1. Okay, so it's not that. There's also these 2 asterisks. All attacking units must be attacking across of these hex sides to get these -1. So the Royal Welsh can go over here, and the British won't get the penalty for the creek. So let's move up. Start here. 1, 2, 3. And here then, I don't like to have these guys in my rear, but that's how it is, I guess. So let's move the whole bunch up there. I think that's all movement. So we have a few actions to do here before it's the American turn. So we start with the rally phase, but we don't have any rally as the British player. We had defensive artillery phase. The artillery have a range of what? 4 hexes, it looks like on the range table. But we can only see into 1 hex here, so there's no defensive artillery. And this guy is far away in the rear. But we will have some rifle fire. And that will happen here, and that's simultaneous. So we have both guys with fire. Campbell needs to pick a target. So let's see where we should fire. The Jaegers will of course have only Campbell to fire at. So we can start with that. So adjacent is a 7. Target is light infantry. Yes, Campbell is light. So that's a -1. So I need an 8 to hit. We don't have the Strassefeuer bonus because we're not in any woods. Target occupies forest, light forest, orchard, blackjack. No. No. Rifle, first time. No. Meeting house. No, none of these houses. And no river thing here. So it's only a -1 on the die. So we're gonna hit with an 8. Let's see if the Jaegers hit them. No, they missed. That was a 2. Then we do Campbell. So we're gonna use the first fire. And the target, I will not target the Jaegers because I will get -1. We could actually fire at... Yeah, we're gonna fire at the Royal Welsh because if we can make them to retreat, all the British units will and Germans will attack across the creek and get that -1. So I'm going to try to achieve that. So the Royal Welsh Fusiliers will get the fire on them. So it's not light infantry. They're on the field, so there's no terrain here. You're firing for the first time, so that's a +1 and nothing else. So we actually hit with a 6. And that's a 1. No hits. Okay, so we have used this first fire as well. And that's it. Over here we don't have any rifle fire, so we go to the close combat phase. So the British will now declare an attack here with all the forces, and O'Hara together with Tarleton attacking Lee's dragoons trying to rally over there. So we can start with a horse fight here. Determine the odds. So we have 1 and 2, so it's 2 to 1 for the Brits. Lead units are as they are because we only have 1 unit each. DRMs then. No light infantry. No, this is wrong DRMs. We need to go to this table, of course. Here we go. So morale, for the attacker we have 0, but we have O'Hara there, so that's +1, right? No rifle. Not across a creek or slope. No ravine. Blackjack, no. Any houses, no. Surrounded, no. I wonder if are there no adjustments for disruption. Let me check. It's coming on the attacker benefits. Oh, sorry, I was reading the wrong list here. So let's start from the beginning again. So attacker is a British. 0 +1 for the leader. No rifles. Disrupted, yes. So that's another plus. We had +2 right now. Any attacker is mounted dragoon against solely disrupted. Yes, actually, that's true. Even though the defender is also dragoon, but they are disrupted. So that's another +1. Oh my, we have +3 already. Defending is militia, no. Surrounded, no. Nelson's Ferry, no. Okay, but we have still a +1 morale here, so we're gonna drop down to +2. The commanding leader, no, it's an intrinsic leader, of course. No. Okay, so let's go to the tactic chits. So we have +2. Try to remember that. And then we're gonna roll for the attacker. I think we're going to have the engage with leader, and we have a flank, and we will not withdraw. So we're gonna again roll on the table number 10. And that's a 0, so they will play, I think that will be a 10 then. So they will play a refuse flank as the attacker. The defender would like to withdraw, I guess. So that's a 1, and that is a withdraw. So refuse flank against withdraw is a no combat. No combat. So the American withdrawal was successful. So they're gonna move up across the creek. Tarleton needs to take their ground, the Timothy Russell house, and that's it. That was interesting. Refuse flank and withdraw. Okay, yeah, fair enough. The other combat then, maybe the more important right now. So we're gonna have Who's going to be the leading unit here? Well, the odds will be, of course, 4-1, because we have a lot of troops here. So the leading unit will be... let's take von Bosse. Germans will lead. Okay, so adjusted unit morale of attacker. Well, von Bosse has a +1, so that's a 1. Commanding leader, yes, Webster will give them another 1. Defending unit is a rifle unit. That's true. That's a +3. Militia attacked by at least one non-militia. Yes, he is militia, but I wonder if he was one of these excluded guys. Let me check that. In the special rules. Police Vanguard. No. Okay, it's only Lynch rifles at Virginia, but they're not restricted by this. Aha, it was about the movement. North Carolina. This is not North Carolina. Hold on. Maybe there's nothing really there. I can't find anything, so maybe it counts. I just had a hunch that there was something about some militia units that should be not counted as militia. Maybe it was the Lynch thing with the movement restrictions of the militia. So in that case, that will be +4, is it? 1 for the unit, 2 for Webster, 3 for rifle, and 4 for militia. Yeah, +4 it is. And defender surrounded, no, not Nelson's Ferry, so attacker, or defender, sorry. So yeah, they have some good morale there, so it drops to a 3. Close combat, hold on, any attacking unit is a rifle unit. I don't think I'll need to add the Jaegers, because I have 5-7 points attacking anyway, so I will get the 4-1. So the Jaegers will not participate in the attack, so we don't want that -1, right? So no militia, all attacking across the creek. Unfortunately, Campbell didn't hit here, so it will not count. No, so that's it, +3, and then we're gonna play the chits. So this time for the attacker, so we have 3, we're gonna remember that. We are engaging with a leader. Do we have a flank? Yes, I think we're on the 10 again. No, sorry, it's not, because enemy doesn't have any leader. So let's check this again. We are engaging with a leader. The enemy has no leader, and flank is possible, and withdraw not plausible. So we're gonna actually roll on the 6, and that's a 4. Meaning attack and echelon. So we're going here as attacker. The defender then. Engage without leader. So we are here, these 2. And we draw plausible for sure. So we're going to roll on table 1. and that's a 9. Skirmish. No. Oh, okay. It's a d8, so we're gonna re-roll that. That's a 1. So we're gonna try to withdraw here. So attack in echelon against withdraw is +1. And we had +3 before, so it's actually a +4. So this is an oh my, this doesn't look good for the Americans. It's 4-1 and +4. I think they are dead, to be honest. But we rolled really bad as the British players. Let's see now. That would be a 4. Forcing them to retreat. But hey, I'm gonna use the momentum now as the British player to re-roll that, because that was horrible. And we have a good chance to get the rifle unit out of the play with a good morale, so we need to do that. That's a 4, moving up to an 8. That's better for sure. That's a hit and an asterisk, meaning I think it's leader casualty. Yeah, but there's no leaders here. So this guy's gun. It has hold on. It has it's a kind of an elite unit, I guess, because you can flip it. It just drops its morale, so these are hard to kill. They are, you know, light infantry spread out in a skirmish formation probably. So it takes the hit, meaning that the American morale drops 1. The British should raise 1, but it doesn't. So we're gonna remember all the American morale is -1 from what this stands on the counter from now on. But they're still holding to David Caldwell House, firing frantically out of there, but taking losses, since we are also getting outflanked here. That was interesting, but I don't think these guys actually retreat. They just hold on here. So that's that, I guess. And well, I think things are going pretty good for the British right now. Then we go to the American turn. So, movement phase. I think disrupted unit needs to move away if they are adjacent, so these guys need to take a sidestep toward a priority path. And these guys now, I guess, needs to retreat. We still had the rifles. Green will arrive here now, so let's see what we can do. They can go 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will go 6 here. I'm not sure I want green there. Let's see. These guys will now retreat. Over here, we would like to have something with a bit better morale here. So maybe we should get the 1st Maryland into here as well. But that would overstack them. So let's wait with these guys. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we have a maximum stacking here. These guys cannot move strategically, so then we go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold on. Orchard. Yeah, I guess it's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. These guys. 1, 2. Green will... I think we need him here, because we're gonna have some great combat. So we have kind of a Maryland brigade here right now. And these guys, 1, 2, 3, and hold on, 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. I can go that way instead. And the artillery, I think it was 2 movement points in Lightwoods. Yep. So that will be 2, and then he's done. Next time he can get on the road and start moving downwards. So yeah, starting to get intensive here. These guys then. I mean, we would like to go into the rear here, but we gotta be careful. We can get attacked and... So it will be, hold on, I always forget the movement points. Dragoons, light force, 1.5. 1.5. 2.5. 3, 4, 5.5. Let's go there. This looks tough. So let's continue setting up our defenses here. We're gonna go like this, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a good defensive position here now along the road with some rifles, and it's bad that the American morale has dropped. Hopefully we can rally Lee's horse, because then we go up again. I'm gonna move these guys downwards here as well, and these guys go here. And over here then, I think I could move. I would like to have the rifles there, so we move that guy over there. One, two. Prince Edward goes there. County, perhaps. I don't know what the C stands for here. Yeah, since it's county on the others, I guess that it's the same thing here. So Nottoway County will go there. Henry County will go to the Singleton Artillery. We also want at least one of the 0 morale units in each X. Here we have actually Lynch is a good one. He's a really good one. So we have 2 points. I want more. So let's take the Berkeley. Goes here as well. Augusta, I think I want to keep as a kind of a reserve. In case there's a breakthrough, we can fill the gap with Augusta. That's how I want to do it. Here's the weak spot in the line. So maybe we should put Augusta in the Augusta County Militia in the Joseph Hoskins house. They can wait there. Now for these guys, I'm gonna go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that for now. Question is with the Brits, should we go up here or not? We have a flank, or maybe we can just keep Tarleton, keeping the Americans from flanking us. But I think that's all movement. We will have no... Oh, sorry, we have rally phase. So we're gonna try to rally these guys now. And we have a +1 morale on the unit, but -1 because of they are now fatigued, so it's a 0. So we need a 5 or higher to rally Lee's horse. And we got the 5, which is great, because they are no longer disrupted, and I think that means... Hold on. I'm gonna check here. Armor morale event, suffer, rally, +1, yes. So we're just again on the high morale side on the track, which is good for the upcoming turn. That is for sure. So that was actually turn 7, I guess, if there's nothing I have forgotten about. They have rallied. Artillery, no. That would be British artillery, but they are... Well, they are in range of these guys, but they cannot see them because you have woods in between. No rifles this time. No close combat, and that's it. So we're gonna move up to turn 8. Okay, so let's see who gets the initiative for turn 8. It's the Americans this time, 3-2. Both sides have some dilemmas now. So we're gonna go for the Americans. Well, we could attack, for instance, a Royal Welsh with green, and we could get more troops filling up the lines here. So, and killing off some numbers of the British would be really great now. Could we even get the zone of control? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5. We could get zone of control here, but we don't get control of the Datex. I'm thinking of attacking these guys, of course. This is too big of a stack. It's 6 points, so there's no chance to do any good attack there, but these guys could be attacked. It's actually a 3-to-1 odds. That's great. Very tempting. We have the crack Maryland first regiment here, so we're gonna have some nice positive numbers on the DRMs as well. I think I need to do that, so these guys will move here. I will move the rifles down here again. They don't need to attack. And these guys, 1, 2, 3. Gotta be careful because there's no... These guys have some control here. That's good. So maybe we could do that. I don't want to get any British units going around me and taking these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3. Artillery slowly coming. And these guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I will go here, giving me some options for upcoming turns. I cannot hinder these guys from retreating right now, but we have an American attack. That's gonna be great. So over here then, are we satisfied with the lines? 5 points, 4 points, 4 points plus an artillery, 3, 2, and 2, and 4 points on the road. Could be a disaster if they break through here. Could put the last one on the road, because the road, I believe, is the place where the British wants to do a breakthrough, right? So we could maximum stack here and leave. We would not have any reserves behind the line. That's what's bothering me a bit, but let's do it. I'm a bit afraid of the British attacking here, so even though if they go here, they also need to attack here and here, so it's gonna be tough for a British, but they can do this diversion thing as well. So let's move them there. Let's hope that the line holds. We also got some rifles that hasn't fired yet, that ready to pour some musket balls into here. These guys, I think I will take a step forward. I'm still behind that creek. They cannot go into the marsh. They could go around this way, but I doubt they will. So we have a good flanking threat here now. And these guys then, 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6. We have that flanks quite secure, I would say. The Brits could start, rushing that way, but if they do, I think we are quicker to reach this line because we have the road as the American play, right? So we can get troops here pretty quick, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have, in 2 turns, we can get there while they need like 1, 2, 3, 4 turns or something to reach the same place. So I'm not worried. about that. So I think I'm ready with a move for the Americans, and let's go to the next phase, which is rally phase. We don't have anything. So defensive artillery, nothing. Rifle, yes. Here we have some rifles to do, and actually we have Jägers could fire here as well. Campbell will fire into von Bose. Let's try to get that guy. So let's start with that. So we have 7 from the start. Target is not light infantry. There's no forest here. No artillery mounted dragoon. Not first fire. No house. So it's a plain 7 to hit. And we got an 8. And let's check. Rifle fire, non-artillery. That's a 1. Another army morale drop. I think they dropped once already, but they have gotten them back. Okay, fair enough. Then with the Jägers, they are not in cover, so they cannot do Strassenfeuer, but they will fire into those guys, and they have some problems with the hit number. It's 7, of course. It's light infantry, yes, so that's 1 minus. And target occupies forest, yes. Campbell is in a heavy forest, or it's called something else here. Yeah, it's forest actually, and nothing else. So they need a 9 to hit. Got a 7. So nothing there. I think that's all. We don't have any rifles here, no. So let's go to close combat phase. Oops. So we have 1 combat to do. These guys are not, no need for them to attack since they're rifles. So I have 1 attack. Green with the Maryland Brigade will attack. So we have 6 against 2, that's 3 to 1. Determine DRMs. Attacker first. Adjusted unit morale. So we have a +2 if we have the 1st Maryland as a lead unit, which I will have, and there's no morale adjustments. We have green leading attacks. We have +3 actually right now. Defending is disrupted. No dragoons. Not militia. Not surrounded, and not Nelson's Ferry. Morale for defended. Well, the Royal Welsh have +1, so it drops these 2 and to a 2. And no creeks or anything like that. I think that's it. So we have a +2 for now, and then we check the tactics. So both sides have a leader. You need to have a leader adjacent to your unit for them to be able to use the tactic sheets of the leader. So both sides have engaging with a leader, and there is a flank possible again. So this time the Americans will roll. I'll keep this. We remember +2. So the Americans will roll on the 10. That's a 5. A frontal assault by the Americans. Frontal assault it is. And the Brits will... are they ready to retreat? I think they are. If they can get away without wounds, they would like to. So let's roll on the 9 table. That's a 3. So they're gonna attack an echelon. Okay, both are quite aggressive. And that yields a 0 to the roll. Frontal assault against attack an echelon. So it's both forces are just clashing in the middle there. So we're gonna have +2 net then for the roll. And that's a 3-1, so it's quite a good odds. The Brits could use their momentum to modify, or not modify the roll, but force a reroll. So 3-1 +2. That's a 5 going to a 7. That's a disruption for the Brits. I think they are happy with taking that. I mean, the Brits, because at least they didn't get any surrender or step loss result. So these guys will be disrupted, the real Welsh, and their morale will drop 1. It's still under control. So these guys will now go 3 hex backwards. Now comes the problem, you know, we have the Marquis here, who can be a real pain. But he cannot attack by himself, by the way, so that's no problem. So we can just go 1, 2, and 3. We can even go 1, 2, 3 like this. And still fulfill the priorities, I guess. And the lead unit must advance. That will be the 1st Maryland. I need both of them to advance, actually, or I will be too exposed here. So they are stepping out of the woods into the field, really, you know, forcing the British to fight now. And if the Brits stay here to fight, they need to fight both hexes. All right, interesting. That was that. And we go to the British turn 8. Movement phase. These guys could move 1. And I think I'll leave them here. Or I could move them here. I think they can move closer but not adjacent. Wow, here's a problem. So we could attack with 1 against 1. That's not what I'm wanting to do. The British are really hard pressed here now. I must admit that. Oh, I have overstacked, sorry. I need to do like that. Maybe you saw it already. So these guys should be there. Sorry about that. I will not take that penalty because it was just me being sloppy. So I won't penalize the Americans for me being sloppy. So, I mean, in a head-to-head game, if my opponent would have said after the movement phase, hey, you are overstacked, I think I would have need to do an elimination here. But no, I won't do that in this solo play. It's just crazy. Okay, so what could we do? There's a zone of control here, so we cannot get round. We would stop here. Let's wait with this for a sec and start over here. So now we need to deploy for some kind of an attack here, because we need to break through with the Brits. Or at least try, if you're gonna be a bit historical, right? I mean, we could just retreat and, you know, we are in the lead, kind of, I believe. No, maybe not, because the Americans are holding all these victory point hexes, and there's another one here, you know, we want that. So we are kind of forced as the Brits to advance. And I want to concentrate along the road. That's what we need to do. So that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to move Leslie into the fields here. Cornwallis with his guards and grenadiers. This is really an elite stack. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the Royal Fusiliers, together with the Royal North Carolina Loyalists and the battery, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They will go all as you know, road movement over there. So what about these guys then? They have 3 strength points if they attack together. That's not too harsh. It's a 3-2 attack. But I think I need to keep O'Hara here to have the DRMs on my side, or at least even them out. 1, 2, 3. Let's put them here as a kind of a rear guard. I'm not worried about these attacks by these guys, but I'm worried about their sucking my rear, you know, and hinders me from retreating, and then we're gonna lose troops from that. And then we come to this situation here. And honestly, I don't like it. I'm gonna reconsider that one as well. I'm gonna move them in that direction instead. And this was kind of a failed attack, to be honest. If I move here, you can attack. You probably destroy those guys, but then we need to go into this hex, you know. And I can master 6 points. Green together with these guys can... This is 8 plus 6. 14, 15 with those guys. I mean, they can attack 3-2. And they're getting artillery. Oh my. I think we are not able to take this. We came too late. Campbell was doing a good job defending this road together with the Marquis. So it's a kind of a failed thing here. So I need to... Oh man, what should I do? Should we go there? I'm afraid about these getting attacked as well. And a big attack on these guys. But maybe we can link up with our forces if we can hit that road, but the Americans will screen me from that. So I have no real chance to reach it. Let's do like this anyway. I don't see any point of going back either, because then I'm just wasting 6 strength points. Of course, I'm binding the elite of the American army down here. That could be a good thing, but if I move back, maybe the Americans sense that we are not strong enough, so they can just build up a defensive line and free some units to other duties. So I'm gonna go there. This might be a really bad move, but I still can retreat, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, that was all. Rally phase. Well, we're gonna try to rally these guys now. It's quite important, I believe. So that would be, he has a +1, so a 4 will rally him. We rolled a 9, so it's good. So the morale goes up 1, and he's rallied. Defensive artillery. No, we have artillery here, but we have a blocking terrain in between. Rifles. Yes, we have a rifle duel here. So let's start with the Jägers then, since it's a British turn. And 7 light and wood, so we would need hit with a 9. We rolled a 2, so nothing there. Then we have Campbell again trying to hit von Bose. And this time, do we have anything? Was the plane 7 roll? I think so. Yeah, 7 to hit. That's a 4, so nothing. Then we go to close combat, and we do have one. Oh yeah, we do need to attack. This was perhaps a really bad decision from me right now, I think. Oh my. Well, I need to designate the attack. I'm thinking, should I just sacrifice 1 unit to attack and get in here, and then maybe they get killed, but then we might get away with the rest of the bunch. Instead of going with the whole bunch here, we can get easily surrounded. If we don't get the initiative next turn, we are toast. On the other hand, if we get the initiative next time, we might do some nice attacks, but we are risking to be surrounded. Okay, I have made my decision. It's only the light infantry who will attack. The other guys will stand here at Alexander Caldwell's house. So we have a 2-to-1 and close combat DRMs. The lead unit have +1. We also have Webster giving a +2. Defending is a rifle, yes, so we got the +3. Any defender, not disrupt or shattered, no dragoons. Militia by non-militia is attacked by non-militia, yes, so it's a +4. It's got a lot of pluses here. And that's it. And nothing from Campbell because they have 0 in morale. There's no leader in that hex. That's it. And then we have the tactic chart. So the attacker is engaging with a leader. Do they want to withdraw? I'm not too interested in this attack, to be honest, so I might just want to withdraw instead of going into that hex. So I will say withdraw plausible for the British this time. That's a 5. A frontal assault. Well, the lights are coming in hard. For the defender then, they have a leader and a flank open for them as well. And they are for sure interested in a withdraw as well, so we're gonna roll on the same table. 0, and it's a withdraw. So frontal assault against a withdraw is a +2. Oh, this light infantry is going in hard now. So we have, I think we have +4 from before, right? 1, 2, militia, rifle, yes. So we have +6 on the die. 2-to-1 and +6 on the die. This is crazy. That would be an 8. Okay, a disruption. I'll be happy with that because we're gonna get into this hex. We have the momentum. We have the momentum cheat we could reroll, but I think I want to spare it to a more important attack over here. So I'm just going to be happy with that disruption of those rifles. So they need to 1, 2, 3 rush back home. Again, the Americans are dropping to fatigued. The light infantry will enter this heavy wooded area of the forest over there, leaving them in a really bad place. But if we win the initiative next turn, we might be able to save the light bobs. Right. Interesting developments over here. And now it's gonna be a very interesting next turn. But I think I'll end this session here though, and hope you have been enjoying this. Now we're seeing at last things are heating up also on the what we could call the northern front. So let's see what happens next time. I'm sure we're going to see the big push from the British trying to break through somewhere. Not sure where yet, but the road is of course the interesting place when the British want to attack. But they are seeing also the weak position to the south. They might press on here and then try to by the flank entering the road, but it's not gonna be easy. And we are already on turn 9 upcoming, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and hope you will be back for part 4, I think it is. Okay, thank you, bye.